Hello, this is Caleb DeLon. I'm the creator of BecomeThoroughlyEquipped.com as well as Thoroughly Equipped, the comprehensive guide to NCFCA Apologetics. And this video you're watching right now is the first in a series of training videos that you can find either on YouTube or on my website. Just address various aspects of apologetics. And this first video in the series concerns my organizational system, or what I call the Conceptual Organizational System. Now, the NCFCA has 105 official topics, and you could draw any one of those in a given round. Now, to create 105 different topics, 105 different cards, one for every single one of those topics, would take an immense amount of work, and I know only one or two people who have actually taken the time and effort required to do that. What I've done, instead of writing a single card for 105 different topics, or on the other end of the spectrum, just having a bunch of generic information that you hope will apply, is I reorganize the 105 official topics into 25 concepts. Now, each of those concepts will have several different the topics underneath them, which are tied together by a common theme or a common concept. And so, by writing these 25 concept cards, you'll be able to master all 105 topics. And I'd like to show you a bit more about how this system works, and specifically how you go about being specific enough to each individual topic by only writing 25 cards. So what you see here in this video is the Conceptual Organizational System master document. And now this document, you can put your information, write your cards directly into this document, and then print it out. It's already in 4x6 card format. Well, let's look right here at the sample card. Here's where the sample card begins. This is the card for Category 3. Now, I leave all of the topics and all the concepts within their respective categories. And so, this is the NCFCA's Category 3, which is the nature, purpose, and destiny of man. Now, the first concept in my system underneath Category 3 is Concept 11, the image of God. Now, this just begins the sample card. I put one sample card in the document just to give everyone a good idea and to let them see how I do things and to help explain this. So this is the concept card, and since Concept 11 is the first concept underneath Category 3, it's the next card in the document. So you wouldn't write anything on the Category 3 card. It's just to let you know when you're switching through categories. Now, on the concept card, whether it be Concept 11 or Concept 12 or any of the other concepts, you will write your general concept cards directly onto there. So we have Concept 11, and directly underneath it, we start our general card. And we go through that, and then the card ends. Now, what we do after that is, oftentimes, general cards are, well, just general. They aren't nearly specific enough to be used with any individual topic. So what I've done is I've placed the topics that are underneath each concept. I've given each of them their own card. Now, this concept is one of the smaller ones. It only has 2 actual official topics, and it explains the meaning and significance of the image of God, as well as if God is invisible, how can man be made in the image of God? And most concepts will have more. I think the top is 6 or 7 in it, but this one's a smaller one. Now, for the meaning and significance of the image of God, there aren't any details on this card. There's no further information because of the way I've chosen to write this concept card, which is specific to the image of God. And I can do that because it has a smaller number of topics underneath it. And so we can just use the concept card, no adjustment is necessary. But it's really a whole lot more helpful to go and look at the other topic, which is this one right here. And what I've done is I've taken 3 different areas, thesis, analysis, and emphasis, and put different information under each of those points, so that if I was to draw that specific topic, I would be able to take my general card and then add some details to it during my speech that I would not use if I was to explain the meaning and significance of the image of God. Now, doing this allows me to add an element of specificity to this particular topic without making it seem like I'm going off of the topic or make it seem like I'm rambling if I was to explain the meaning and significance of the image of God. Because if I was to discuss 1 Timothy 1:17 or some of the other points that I have on here, it might seem like I was rambling or that it didn't really connect to explaining the meaning and significance, because oftentimes it just doesn't. But by having this card here, what I would do is I would take the general card, and I would take this specific topic card, and during my 4 minutes of prep time, since I already have the concept card as well as this topic card written out, I would figure out where I'm going to place each of these pieces of information and figure out what I'm going to say. And I think that's a much better use of 4 minutes of prep time than scrambling about wildly trying to figure out what you're going to say. This way, you have what you're going to say, you just need to fit it together so that it'll come out smoothly and coherently. So the 3 areas that I divided it up into are thesis, analysis, and emphasis. Now, thesis is just the main point that you want to make. The analysis includes verses or alternate outlines. For example, meaning and significance cards only have 2 points. Well, typically, and that's my personal philosophy, that they should probably only have 2 points, which is first of all meaning and second of all significance. However, when you're doing a general question, it's often nicer to have 3 points, and so I split those 2 points in the concept card into 3 separate points. The first one, we're just using the first half of what would be the meaning point. Point 2, we're using the second half of that meaning point, and then in the third point, we use what is the significance point in the concept card, and I've labeled each of those differently as well. And then also areas of emphasis. Apart from your thesis, which is what you really want to get across to the judges, there may be other points specific to the topic that you also want to get across, so you can place those under the emphasis section. So to do a quick overview, first of all, you have the category card. No writing goes on that. It's just so you can figure out where you are in the system. Underneath each category, there will be several different concepts, and the first one under category 3 is concept 11, and onto that concept, you'll put your concept card directly onto that. You'll write it out, and then after that concept card comes the topics that you find under that concept, anywhere from 2 to 6 different topics. And some of those you may not need to do much adjustment for. Some of them you may need to do a lot of adjustment for. But what the conceptual organizational system does is allows you to write 25 full cards and then just add some details to others, and by writing those 25 cards, that's all you need to master apologetics. I'm Caleb DeLon, and thank you for watching. Feel free to go around the rest of the website and see all of the other great information on there, and God bless.